She is dressed like Raiden right now. Okay, I'm talking about with the hat. She's got the mindset of Luke Kane. She's in here ready to entertain and help y'all get y'all bodies together, y'all minds together. This is the princess, and should I say now queen, of Dr. Sebi, Dr. Sebi's daughter, Kellie Bowman.
How y'all doing?
Hey! She is checking in, and we're here to help y'all sick asses.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, I text you, and I was like, yo, I've been bragging on you. Like, yo, she's in town, bro. Every time I get an interview, I don't know if you guys know, you people know, like, I'll text you, like, yo, Jamie Foxx manager, can I give him your number? Yes, you can. Oh, yo, Victoria Onay's in town. Can I give her your number? Yes, you can. Like, I meet a lot of artists that want to, like, connect, and they're surprised that you actually have your shop in Atlanta.
Yeah, some people don't know that I'm here. I kind of am that quiet storm. When I first got here some years ago, I was like, I'm going to just lay low. Just let everybody,
Right.
As you find out organically,
Right.
It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, the shop's in Atlanta, baby. And it's appointment only, though.
Yeah, I like it private. I do have public events where, people come through. We have tea, we have lectures there. But we also have, like, some features that we just added, like facials and meditation classes, sound baths. So there's some things going on, but you got to subscribe to SabiStarters.com to know about all that. But yeah, I like to keep it really intimate. I like to keep it private. That's what I am.
Right.
But I like to keep it open to the public. When you're looking, you're going to find me.
Yeah. I feel that I have to let the public know I'm cheating them, because we actually had this like hour-long in-depth conversation at your shop. Remember? And it was just like, I didn't even know you could drive to Honduras till you told me.
Yeah.
Just driving from like LA to Honduras, and just me and you kind of connecting on the fact that, the knowledge came to us about eating correct a little bit later on in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Your father has a transcript that's in your shop that proves he helped and cured those people of diseases when he had to go to New York.
Mm-hmm.
How hard was it to get that transcript?
Listen, it took a little bit to get there, but me and my lawyer got there. I'm so happy that, and shout out to my lawyer. I really appreciate him, but it was the work that he had to do behind the scenes to get it. It wasn't just laying somewhere. You had to go through a lot of information and a lot of people out of New York to get it. And they weren't just passing it out. You literally got to wait. It took months to get.
Right.
I was, Mr. Holliday, my lawyer, he made sure he stayed on it because he knew the importance of what we wanted it for.
Right.
I wanted the full explanation of what all went down. Now, I was young at the time. I was in my teens when this went down. Reading it as an adult is a whole different thing. And so for me, I wanted to be able to offer it to the world, but offer it to the ones who were interested in information about Dr. Sebi and the history of what he went through. Because it's not a reason, just to have it as his daughter, but a lot of people are finding out about Dr. Sebi and what he was all about, but nobody knows that this herbalist went to court to prove himself worthy of saying what he says, and what we know as Dr. Sebi today.
And the thing that is striking about your situation is, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know the full details, but you were a nurse too. So I'm
still a nurse.
You're still a nurse. You're still in the medical field.
Yeah.
You were on the front lines of the whole COVID thing, and
oh man. So what it led to for me is that I came out of the field. I actually became a nurse because when we were in Alpha La Cienega, when my dad was alive, we had so much blood work and doctors' diagnosis coming in. My part as his daughter was to take it and make it my own. So this had to be my truth. So I said, all right, Poppy, I'm going to nursing school. I want to figure out what this is all about so that I can braid both of these two, situations together, these health situations together, Western medicine, natural medicine, so that I can communicate to people. So through my company, that's what it's all about, is understanding what they say and putting it into natural terms for us.
right.
So, I became a nurse for those reasons. But during COVID, funny enough, I was working with Monica, the singer, and and there was a couple of people, because TV still had to go on. And a lot of people didn't realize that they needed private services. She was one of the first to say, hey, listen, I need myself healthy and my family. And at the time, I think the TI show was just ending or some things going on.
Yeah.
But everybody was getting into the fact that now you needed a COVID nurse to work. You needed somebody you trust. And so then my name got passed around.
That wasn't basically just like, shoot up.
No,
Basically, like,
not everybody felt that way. And so that's why when she got my number and she was just like, I got to work with you because I'm not going to do a lot of what's going on in the world. I don't know it. I'm not sure to trust it, but I know I need to be healthy. So Monica was one of the first to get on to the whole, I need to be healthy.
We've talked about your father. We talked about the transcripts. What made you say it's time to be in Atlanta? Because you're a, Honduras, LA, West Coast girl.
Yes. Yes. Miss the beach.
Yes, miss the beach. Right. Got to drive 3 hours to Savannah to go to the beach now.
Shout out to Compton.
Right.
Yeah, so what made me come here was that me and my father had discussed me moving a long time ago or just looking at other areas to open a store. And he used to be here years ago. So I came here thinking I was going to open another store, just, look at a couple of areas, bring it back to LA, tell them what I saw. I fell in love with the trees. And then I fell in love with the people.
Yes.
Riding down this long road, 92, I saw bamboo. I said, I'm moving. You can grow bamboo here.
Oh, yeah.
There's some early secrets my dad told me about the earth. When you can grow bamboo, you can grow anything.
Yep.
So I decided, you know what? I'm going to make this my home. I kind of like here.
Yeah.
So it was just a couple of different things that were relative to me. So I was just like, all right, I'm going to move. I have no reason not to. So then I just.
How excited were the people like that in the industry, especially in Atlanta, when they found out like, you're here, I can make an appointment with you and get my herbs from you? I bet they were like, oh my God, I don't have to go to LA.
Yeah, and they can put a face with the product.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. It's been pretty dope. I've met so many people. T.I.'s been really cool in his camp. I love Monica and her family. Shout out to them. I've met so many. It's Missy Elliott. I got to speak to her here, in Georgia. I've met so many people that are glad that are into their health now with COVID going on. I think it just brought a new awareness, and now that they can get close and have it fresh, they're like, yo, can I roll through? And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This point in your life, how many people are you tired yet of the fake, I've got CMOS everywhere now? It's like the thing that once your father became social media famous,
Mm-hmm.
it just started a storm.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone swears they got the healthiest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you combat that? That's got to be frustrating.
I don't. Let me tell you why. Because when we would have talks when I was younger, we'd be in New York, we'd be in LA, and we'd have these conversations. As I grew up, he moved around a little bit. But here was the thought. We are literally talking about mineralizing. The conversation needed to start about our health. And you got people who used to eat burgers and sitting down in their homes having these really hard meals that lead to diabetes and hypertension talking about CMOS now. So we're grateful for the conversation, but it was going to mutate. And that's all right to people wanting to be who, what and how he used to do it. But here's the thought about it. If he didn't make the stance with the New York Supreme Court, would we be having these conversations? He is the architect of the CMOS movement, and I will not stop talking about it. That's why we need a national Dr. Sebi's Day, because there are so many people who made money. Countries have been able to, take their crops and get them here to the United States to feed a whole bunch of people with this CMOS movement, and we're still not giving credit where credit is due. When he died, so many companies popped up. However, I know the secret to the CMOS. And I appreciate that from my father. And so it does have a certain look. It does have authenticity that you can feel. But I let people do what they got to do. But hopefully they're searching for the right things. And that's why Sebi's Daughters is always going to be leading in CMOS. And this is why I feel like I will always rep my dad for that. I appreciate him for not only showing me, but showing his family what to do.
Right. Do you think... when you first saw the first celebrities that your father was dealing with, I mean, he's helped out some, I don't even know the list. Was it like Michael Jackson? Everyone. Who hasn't your father, like, been behind the scenes in L.A., like, yo, they call him if they go to the hospital?
Yeah, they would run through. So when we were in the Marla Gibbs Center off of Degnan, that was pretty interesting. We had so many come through. Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan. These are people I grew up knowing about,
Yeah.
and I appreciate knowing them and being on that journey. Going through New York. New York was one of the best stores because I had no idea who Larry Fishburne was or who a couple of different actors that came through. Spike Lee was another one.
Yeah.
So many just come through and just say, "Hey, Sebi, let's talk," and he just go upstairs. I hear him up there laughing. Couple hours later, he'd come down. It's kind of smoky, but they'd have a bag full of herbs and they on their way.
Sebi's herbs. I got the green and I got the healing, baby. What you need? We need some Sebi pipes now. That's what we need to sell. Let's get that going. But go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm throwing you off. But go ahead. But yeah.
Yeah, but there was so many that came through. I remember when Michael Jackson. When he went away with Michael Jackson to Hawaii, and it left me and my sister at the shop, and how that was pretty different because he had been away for so long in Hawaii, and it was a hush-hush thing. But, we understood the work, and I think that's what was important is that a lot of celebrities did want better health, just like anybody else in our community.
Yeah.
We all need good health. There's not one person who can buy their way out of health without getting themselves together. We don't have that.
Knowledge.
We are at a lack of knowledge on every level.
You know what bothers me about our Black community is we have this thing where, well, if my grandmother ate it, it's fine. It's like just because your grandmother didn't know better doesn't mean she loved you less. She didn't know any better either.
Yeah, we gotta forgive. We gotta forgive that. Yeah,
my mom ate it, so
yeah.
Milk's got vitamin D in it. Yeah, well, Ish has got protein in it. I'm not gonna eat it.
Right.
Okay, so it doesn't make sense to not learn that, hey, maybe somebody in your family or they didn't know any better. Now you can know better. What's wrong with just saying, appreciate what you did know. I've got different knowledge to know better.
Yeah, that's why I say when people get on this CMOS train and they actually don't know how to grow it, I see some people in the bathtubs and, I see videos of them doing different things. I go, oh, at least they're trying in a different way. But when we think about where we came from and the food sources that we have, it doesn't mean we needed to stay there because, see, your story started many miles away in Africa. This is not what you ate. Some of my celebrities of the garden that I talk about like okra. Now, a lot of people in Georgia grew up on okra.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Black farmers that started here. I've met so many people who had family members back in the day who were farmers and they knew about vegetables. Where did the disconnect happen? These grocery stores and these GMOs happen. These commercials happen.
Companies.
So many things happen.
Things sold as convenient and safety have been the most detrimental thing to the United States. It's for your convenience. It's for your safety. No, it's not. It's for your surveillance and your control. That's all it's about. And people don't want to hear it because now they're growing accustomed to just, it's available, so let me just go get it. Let me just go do it. They don't have the resistance power to even want to learn something else. They've gotten so dumbed down. They don't even realize that the reason why they've gotten dumbed down is because of food they eat.
Yeah.
Or their relationship is bad with their significant other because they got parasites telling their brain little stuff. They don't believe in that. I'm like, bruh, have you ever done a parasite cleanse? What you talking about? I'm telling you this.
It sounds far-fetched.
Yeah, it sounds far-fetched to them.
Yeah,
I promise you, in your intestines, last 15 years, you got stuff in here, bruh.
But when did you start hearing about Black vegans? That's why I say when I look at Sebi's journey, when did that start? Yeah. When did we really start talking about vegans? When did we start talking about plant-based? When you go back, where did that founding information come from?
Right.
And, that's why I look at it today, like the conversation is a little bit more open. Like when I was young and I would tell a little kid, what'd you have for breakfast? Oh, we had quinoa. They were looking at me like, what did you say? Or spelt flakes. No, we eat oatmeal. Okay, spelt flakes is about the same, but mine's indigenous. What's indigenous, Kelly?
Right.
Now I'm the weird kid.
Why
I got to be the weird kid?
I never told the kids that people thought I was weird. Like if I was watching cartoons, my mom would have fresh artichokes, and she would dip them. Like the way I watch cartoons was she'd steam them up. They'd be steamed, and I'd dip them in butter and peel them with my teeth. And that's how I watch cartoons. I didn't know anything. Yeah. At the time when I was a kid, we didn't have Whole Foods. We had Trader Joe's. Mm-hmm. In California, we had Trader Joe's was everywhere. So that was our health. My mom would go in there and get all the seeds and nuts and whatever else and the natural dressings.
You so young. When I was little, it was Mrs. Gooch's before Whole Foods even existed. I was around when they used to have picket signs when the GMO seeds first came. Go.
Okay, you got me. Look, bruh.